Sprains, strains, and fractures is a comprehensive orthopedic surgery practice open when you have the time. Open weeknights and weekends 7 days a week for both walk-ins and appointments. No need to take off work or pull your kids out of school. Skip the wait and the cost of the emergency room. No need to wait days or weeks to see the orthopedic surgeon. Come straight from the athletic field or workplace and see their board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists. X-rays at all locations. Sprains, strains, and fractures simply offers the best, most efficient, and most convenient access to the orthopedic care you and your loved ones deserve. Call now, 856-751-5100. Again, that's 856-751-5100, and follow them on Instagram.
With a full moon over Tom Brown Stadium here at Washington Township, we bring you the sectional championship, the Central Jersey Sectional Championship in Group 5 with the homestanding Washington Township Minutemen and the Vikings of Atlantic City. There you see that beautiful full moon. They could probably do the game without even lights here at the stadium. That thing would light up the whole field, right? Tony Blum along with Sam Jenkins. And Sam, look forward to this game. Atlantic City, the number 2 seed. Washington Township, the number 1 seed in Central Jersey. And, of course, the semifinal. The final, of course, will be between Toms River North winner, which will be between RV and Toms River North in this game here this evening. So this should be a good one.
It certainly is. And, it's interesting for me because you don't have the traditional things to look for. Like we're seeing if the Atlantic City's quarterback's going to play, Roseboro. We're seeing if Township can overcome the pressure that AC puts on you. We're going to see the weather might play a little factor into it. So there's a lot of interesting things that can come up in this game, and it's going to be a great contest.
Taking a look at Washington Township first, they are the number 1 seed. They come in to the Central Jersey Group 5 Championship at 9-2, defeating Hunterdon Central and Cherry Hill East to reach this game. The Minutemen have built on last year's success and with more experience, being bigger, stronger, and they're playing their best football in November under Coach Mike Schatzman. Offensively, they want to be balanced on offense, maybe a little bit more running. They use 3 backs to carry the load, and they have some dynamic wideouts and a solid offensive line. They will run play action and have the screen game as well, plus the counter game as well. They'll run different formation combinations to make it complex for the defense to recognize, and they want to get everyone involved. They play anywhere from 17 to 18 people on offense. Defensively, they're very dynamic with slanting line, and they also like to blitz. Linebacker Jalen Robinson has over 100 tackles and is the backbone of the defense. They want to get after the quarterback. Defensive back Deshaun has 5 picks. That's Deshaun Long, pardon me. They want to dictate what the offense can do. They want to play fast, be fundamentally sound, and make them uncomfortable. So that's kind of a summary of Coach Schatzman told me. And he came here in 2018, Sam, and remember, Washington Township has been a power in the past.
Oh, yeah.
Then they had some lean years. Yep. He came back, and first couple years was 3-7, and now he's built it into a powerhouse again, and he's done a fantastic job.
Yeah, I mean, he has the guys believing in what he's selling, and they're all selling out. And I'll tell you what, they're getting a lot of uses out of their players. I mean, they're players that don't have a lot of wasted effort, a lot of wasted moves, and they're doing a good job so far.
Washington Township, 29th playoff appearance. They've reached the sectional final 10 times. They've won 3 titles in 1987, 1992, and 1995 with their overall playoff record 22-25. I did talk to Coach, and he said, I came back. We're 3-7 the first 2 seasons, but with the help of his coaches and staff, he's brought the Minutemen back to where they were for so many years. Part of doing it is he was born and raised here. Mm-hmm. He played for Washington Township, so it's kind of a perfect fit, but he just feels that they've developed the weight room. They even bring the middle school kids in for weight room sessions. Everyone, as you said, is believing. They've built a culture. And the junior leagues, you have that relationship with them. That's really essential to building a program.
I mean, no truer words have ever been said, because when you have kids coming up, regardless of the skill level and size, that know your scheme, know your offense, know your defense, then you don't have to coach effort or basic fundamentals. You can get more complex and worry about the details of the game, and that's going to build a program that's going to be successful for years.
And the other thing he mentioned is because we are now successful, we're not losing kids. They're not deciding to go elsewhere. They're staying home, and that's been a big part of their success. Taking a look at the Atlantic City Vikings, they defeated Eastern and Cherokee to make it here, but their quarterback, Peaky Roseboro, was injured last week. Have to see if he's going to be able to go. Kevin Entris did well at his place, throwing and running for a TD. Offensively, they need to get Entris comfortable if he is the quarterback and have him see the field and make sharp decisions. Going to feed Chennai DeGraffenreich, also known as Ice Cup. They're going to get the ball into his hands no matter what, because he's a great receiver. Also can run the football as well. They'll still run it. Same offense with Entris. He's been here, Coach said, the entire season, so he knows what we're all about. They want to get others into the mix. Tamir Rex on the outside, and freshman Dante Thompson, outstanding receivers as well. They're going to run it with 6'2", 250-pound Zephaniah Bradley Brown and Kyrie Barksdale. Turning to defense, who want to be alert for that misdirection of the counters and running inside the tackles. Their QB is a threat to run and has excellent feet. They have skilled people on the outside. They can't be over-aggressive, because if they're over-aggressive trying to rush the passer, the quarterback will take off. And you have to follow the guards as they will take you to the ball. The keys on offense: can't get behind the sticks, need first downs. Stringing first downs together will keep their offense off the field. Defensively, read the keys and stay home. Keep the quarterback in the pocket and prevent him from escaping for chunk plays. The Vikings' 14th playoff appearance. They've reached the sectional final twice, having won it previously in 1999. Overall, AC 8-12 in playoff action, so we're going to have to see how that plays out. Of course, the key is Roseboro quarterback. Will he or won't he?
Yeah, I mean, Washington Township's at a slight disadvantage because they're not sure which quarterback they're planning for. And to be honest with you, I don't know that Atlantic City knows which quarterback they're going to play. They're going to try and put him out there probably and see what he can do. But that's a whole different set of skills from one quarterback to the next in terms of being able to run the ball and everything else that Peaky does. So we'll see who plays, and we'll see how Washington Township adjusts to that. And we'll see if Township's going to blitz. They're going to have to be careful because you got some athletes out there for Atlantic City, and they're going to be on one-on-one plays on the outside. See who succeeds.
Atlantic City has won 8 straight since the opening losses in the first 2 weeks of the season to Mainland and Millville. Washington Township has won 4 straight since their 27-zip loss to Rancocas Valley. The winner of this game will play the South Jersey champion, either Toms River North or Rancocas Valley. My partner right here was an alumni of Rancocas Valley, and as a matter of fact, the last time they were in a game like this, he was a senior and had almost 2,000 yards on the ground. If Toms River North wins, it will host the game. RV cannot host the state semifinal. If RV wins, the winner of Washington Township AC would host the game next week.
Oh, memories, Tony, memories.
So we're just about set for the opening kickoff as Atlantic City is now arriving on the field. Minutemen of Washington Township already out here. So we are just a few minutes away from the opening kickoff. Right now we're going to step aside, and then we will be back with the opening kickoff right after this.
Ocean City, New Jersey, America's greatest family resort, where traditions are built and memories last forever. From food to fun, from excitement to relaxation, Ocean City has it all. Ocean City, New Jersey. Your memories start here.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays and Saturdays until 6, Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point, phone 609-927-6464, or visit them online at shorehardware.com.
All right, back here at Tom Brown Stadium, we're just about set for the opening kickoff. How did you feel going into a game like this? I mean, was it any more nerves, or were you pumped up any more than a normal game where you just have to approach it, look, this is just a game, we just have to play well?
I don't think I felt, or even our team felt, any more nerves because we've been together for so long in that particular group. We practiced all week. We knew what we were going to do. We had the confidence that we were going to succeed, and I think both these teams are approaching this game that way. We weren't fearful of any big-time plays by the other team, and then we just went in there with the understanding that we need to do what we need to do to finish this game, and no one's going to stop us. It's like we talked about before, it's your comfort zone. Our comfort zone was getting yards, getting first downs, getting touchdowns. Our comfort zone on defense was stuffing you, and that's what we did, and that's what I think both teams are coming here hoping to do.
Of course, the last thing you want is mistakes, turnovers. Field position can always play a big role in a game like this, or really any game, but the team that normally loses the turnover battle normally loses the game, and those mistakes, those pre-snap, even Coach Hatchman said, we can't have any of those pre-snap penalties. Those are the ones that really kill you.
Yeah, those are preventable, right? And then I did have an opportunity to speak to one of the teams that are playing the other game, and you tell the team the same thing. You make sure on defense you hustle to the ball because you never know when it's going to squirt out. On offense, if you see the play, then you're not blocking long enough, so you need to focus on that and the little small things. So I think these coaches will do the same to their teams and say, hey, focus on the small things.
So Atlantic City has won the toss. They deferred, and Washington Township will get the ball first here in the Group 5 Central Jersey final. It's a beautiful night, a little chilly, but
good football one.
Just for us.
Yeah,
a lot of people disagree this is not cold at all.
Everybody has their faults.
But we've got heat in the press box, and it's beautiful here this evening, no question about it. You saw that full moon above the stadium, and it's really a beautiful evening and a great facility here at Washington Township. There's no question about it. And the stands are packed. Good crowd. If you look across the way, Atlantic City has traveled well for this one.
Yeah, it's quite a distance, and the weather and everything. Just It's the time to do it if you're going to do it.
So Long is back there to receive it.
For Washington Township, number 3, Deshaun Long, and number 21, Isaiah Para.
Along with Para.
Kicking off for Atlantic City, number 12, Kevin Entress.
And Entress will be kicking it away. Backup quarterback, also the kicker for the Vikings. We are underway. Headed toward Long. He picks it up just inside the 10-yard line, looking to circle the end. But one thing Atlantic City does have, that is a lot of speed. It's going to be tough to get outside of them. Of course, Long does continue to fight for some extra yardage. They're going to mark it right about the 20-yard line. So they will open up for business at the 20. Cole Aquino is their quarterback. Wide receivers are Long and Para. Paris Pratt, their leading receiver, and Colin Beeler is their leading ball carrier.
Looks like we have an injury. It might be Jaleel Daniels.
Yeah, he needs some attention. So we'll see what the situation is with him. Just the start of things.
Well, you have your first penalty already, Tony. There was looks like it would be a holding or illegal block on the return. So we're going to back them up a little bit, and field position may play a role right away in the game.
Well, we're talking about that, Sam, because now you're going to get pinned deep in your own territory. And if it's half the distance or it's 10 yards, doesn't really matter. You're going to start somewhere around your own 10-yard line. That's 90 yards to score at least a touchdown. So these are the little things that you don't see on the scoreboard or in the box score, right, that make a big difference in the game.
They do, and I'm not a big metrics guy, but there are not a lot of scoring drives that are over 80 yards.
Yeah, it's very difficult to drive at 80 or 90 yards. They're going to put the football inside the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 7-yard line. So penalty on the opening kick, returned, and they will have the football, but long way to go.
First and 10 minutes, the ball is around 7.
Hito takes the snap off the left side. On the carry was Beeler.
That's a good start because you have this team that likes to pressure the line and blitz and get in the backfield and play in the offensive backfield. You run right at them, it's going to have them looking around for the ball.
2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line for the Minutemen. Twin backs to either side of Aquino. He's going to throw the football. Sets, throws to the right side, and coming back. Did he catch that one? He did.
He sure did. He did a great job of coming back to that. I mean, that's going to be caught or incomplete, and there's no chance of an interception. Look right here. It's like just a two-step drop, three-step drop after he catches it, turns and fires. And he's coming back. He's the only one that can catch it.
So they're going to go up-tempo here. Facing a 3rd down and a yard. Again, the give, but after being stuffed at the line of scrimmage there, Sam, he fired a little sliver and able to get the 1st down.
Yeah, he was able to squirt through there. He was the hole was closed initially. Plant his foot, just get through there, and all you got to do is get the 1st down. Now you have a whole other set of downs to go.
Beeler with 987 yards on the season and 10 touchdowns.
Very efficient back. Not a lot of wasted movement.
The ball is their own 18.
1st down at the 18-yard line. Again, Beeler with a nice hole off the left side.
There's a lot of misdirection in the backfield. The quarterback's looking, and it looks like a replay, even though it's a call play. And you're going to freeze some of the backside defenders.
Woodall with the stop.
3 yards, 2nd down, 7 yards to go.
2nd down and 7.
Ball to 25. 2.
At the 21-yard line. They give off the right side. That one was Paris Pratt on the carry. So they set up with backs on either side of the quarterback. What's that do for them?
Well, you have a two-way go. You can have a back go one direction, you can fake to him, come back the other way. But this is still the script. So they're running their plays, seeing how the defense is aligning to it, and seeing what adjustments they're going to make. Then they're going to get into more creative plays as they get down in the drive.
3rd down and 3 from the 24. Another throw for Aquino to the left side. This one is complete at the 32-yard line. Again, the first down. That was Deshaun Long with the reception. He is their leading receiver. 44 catches for 438 yards and 4 touchdowns.
You're going to see right here, this ball is thrown on time as soon as he makes his break. Again, another pass that can either be caught or incomplete. You are playing very high percentage football.
And Roseboro is the man who forced him out of bounds, so obviously he is in the game. Again, the give right side. Good hole there on first down. Beeler gets the call, and they're getting nice.
Switch any players out, and they're taking advantage of both sides of the field, inside the tackles, outside the tackles. They're just trying to find a hole, and they're not putting themselves in long down the distance.
So Beeler, not much on that one, may have picked up a yard or two. That's going to bring up another 3rd down and a long 3 for the Minutemen. They've been able to cash in on these 3rd downs. Splitting out to the left side is Paris Pratt, transferred from St. Augustine.
Just so you know, Roseboro just came off the field.
Keno again going to throw the football. Look, a quick hitter to the left side. That one's complete, and it appears he does have the first down. Making the reception was Andrew Osborne.
It's the part of the field that's the most difficult to cover other than the seams, and you're always going to have the flats open because defenses, they can rally up and make a tackle, and Township is taking advantage of that. And as long as they're keeping these high percentage plays going, they're going to be successful.
They have it at the 43-yard line. Started this, remember, at their own 7-yard line. Rolling right off the play action is their quarterback. They talked about him, and he does have 4-yard advance, but as you said, a very nice stick there.
Yeah, I just knew the quarterback was going to get past that first defender and at least get a first down. That's a great open field tackle.
2nd down now. We'll call it 7 for the Minutemen. They have it at the 46-yard line.
Those are the things we talked about. You have flow going away from you. Are you going to be fooled and just try and go down and chase the play? You're going to sit back and hold your assignment for anything coming back the other way.
The give, right side, Beeler. Again, he's very quick to the line of scrimmage as Beeler, and you saw there, picks up nice yardage. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and a long 2, short 3.
He sure runs a lot bigger. It looks a lot bigger than what we have his size here. He's a heck of a downfield back.
Yeah, it's listed at 5'8" and 175. It looks taller.
He does.
3rd down. Ball just inside Atlantic City territory. Again, the throw quickly to the left side. It's caught and gets a great block in front that gives him the opportunity to pick up yards after the catch.
Yeah, Township's going to be questioning the receiver's arms around the defender there, but, he got in his face. Quick hitch out here. Arms outside. Yeah, it's almost a takedown, but he didn't get it called.
Paris Pratt with that block. Coaches love when wide receivers block like that.
I'm telling you what. Now, not throwing the ball, Coach. You see what I did.
1st down at the 44-yard line of Atlantic City. No score with 5:25 left in the opening quarter. The give again to Beeler. Beeler finding lots of room inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. So the offensive line doing a very nice job in opening holes for these backs.
Yeah, they ran a counter right there. He tucked himself right up behind the offensive lineman, and it was hard to find until he's more than 5 yards down the field.
Second down and 3 for Washington Township.
5 minutes left in the first quarter.
Inside, Pratt, or is that Beeler?
It's like Beeler.
Beeler on the carry. So he's gotten most of the carries here in this opening quarter, and of course he is their leading rusher coming out of the game right now.
3rd and 1.
Ray McFall, 5'11", 180-pound tight end, is in the game for Washington Township. They changed it up a little bit here. You see the I formation.
Yeah, a little.
The up back gets the call, and he just does get to the line of scrimmage where the officials are walking it in. He could be just a little short of that first down, but I'm never right anyway.
Oh, he's short, 100%. No doubt.
So it is 4th down.
All right, so big play. They're going to try and draw him off sides. And if not, they'll go with the same play.
Quarterback with a sneak. Appears he did pick it up from the officials walking in. He did, in fact, get that first down.
And just changing up the cadence a little bit, going a little bit quicker. You know, it just catches you guys to get the original drive. I mean, masterful job of maintaining the ball.
Ball is at the 24-yard line now of Atlantic City. Here he is again. Again, good room now grabbed after a few yards, but he will not go down. So he may be short, but he's powerful.
And just the leg drive. Your legs are powerful. You just hold on to the ball, squeeze and run. If you arm tackling him, it's not going to work.
It's going to bring up a second down. We'll call it 6.
The ball at the 19.
Ball's at the 19-yard line.
Unbelievable. Timeout.
So with 2 minutes, 27 seconds left in this first quarter of play, there is no score. Sprains, strains, and fractures of Washington Township and Cherry Hill is a comprehensive orthopedic surgery practice open 7 days a week. When you have the time, call 856-751-5100. Sprains, strains, and fractures presents the Minutemen and Vikings in championship football here this evening, and we certainly do appreciate that.
So we have a couple of score updates. RV's up 3-0 over Toms River North. Mainland 7-0 over Seneca. Holy Spirit is up. Holy Spirit 7, St. Thomas Aquinas 0, Millville 7, Brick Memorial 0. And, of course, this game still at 0-0.
Second down, and we'll call it 6 yards
6 yards to go. The ball at the 19.
at the 19-yard line.
Jalen Robinson.
To the right side, the give, breaking a tackle, has room.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Excellent move there, shedding a tackler. The ball is going to be placed inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Run to the 8-yard line. First
That was
and goal,
Jalen
Washington
Robinson
basketball.
on the carry. So they're trying to mix it up here, getting a lot of people involved.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're quick passes right, quick passes left. They're going to run the counter, take advantage of the aggressive D-line from Atlantic City. Now they just bounced that outside right there.
Here he is again. Robinson off the right side, maybe a couple.
Robinson is their touchdown maker. He has 5 TDs this season. Not a ton of yards, 26 carries. A little bit over 200 yards, but we get in the red zone. That's their man.
Second down. Keno looking to throw into the end zone, but this one's incomplete. In and out of the hands of a wide open receiver for 6. And that, of course, Deshaun Long could not secure it, Sam.
No, he let it get to his chest there, and he wanted to trap it with his hands rather than reach out and snatch it out of the air. I'm sure he's caught 100 balls that way, but this time, under this pressure, under the lights, he wasn't able to pull it in.
So this is an interesting situation here. 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal to 7.
Again, rolling left, looking at throws, being pressured. Now again being pressured, throws on the run. And this one is complete and then out of bounds.
They look to be inside the 5, I think. You can't see from here.
4th and goal at the 3.
That was Osborne on the reception.
Yeah, it's okay to put your hands up when the quarterback fakes, but if you leave your feet, you give him the whole outside. So he wanted to put his hands up, keep your feet, and he had a chance to get the quarterback for a sack. Now they're right inside. They want to go on a dive or counter here, something to run it inside.
So it's 3rd down. Is it 3rd and goal, or can they pick up a 1st down? I'm not seeing the sticks.
Yeah. All I see is a down marker, so it looks like it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal at the 3.
3rd and goal. Huge play here for both teams.
They're going to test Atlantic City's discipline.
Again, looking to sweep to the right side, but not this time.
Big decision here.
On the stop, number 9, Omar Kelly.
That was Robinson again. So think about it, Sam. There's less than a minute left in this first quarter. They started this drive at their 7-yard line. If they don't score here, that would be a little deflating.
I mean, it's as perfect and as long a drive as you can draw up until that last play.
Taking a long time to make a decision here.
Yeah, I think they might want to have the quarter run out or call a timeout right before it.
I mean, if you came away from this drive, Sam, with no points versus 3, I mean, sure, 3 points is a win for Atlantic City. There's no question about it. They started at their 7.
Yeah.
They drove the ball down to, a 2-3 yard line. But if you come away with no points, that hurts.
I think they have it at the 7 now, but I mean, right now, you say, all right, if you want to make the smart play, you kick a field goal. But if you want to reward your team for that long drive, I think they're too far out right now to go for it unless they have a play that they know how Atlantic City's defense is going to react. If you have that play, it's like, look, 3 times this year I saw them line up this way. They had this motion. They did this. We can come back to that. If you don't have that play, you got to kick the field goal.
Well, let's see what they're going to do here. Coach Schatzman is sending out the offense.
Well, I guess they have that play.
So probably something Atlantic City hasn't seen yet, at least in this drive.
Quick screen out here.
Aquino's going to throw the football, fires over the middle, and this one's knocked away.
That is a heck of a defensive play. That is a heck of a defensive play.
That was Barksdale.
And there's so many coaching points I can have on this, but he comes across, he doesn't swat, he puts his hand out, and he just intercepts the ball in terms of knocking it down when it comes. He doesn't risk swinging down at the same time. That's going to be the end of the quarter. That's great coverage right there.
Really an excellent job. So they go from the 7 to the 7. See if I can figure that out. That would be 14 yards from 100. So that would be, 86 yards that they went.
Yards. There we go.
And they came up empty.
And there's no way you can say that's not deflating. I mean, they could have a big defensive stand here and get the ball again, but Atlantic City is going to want to keep the ball for a little bit because although they have a lot of two-way players, the defense was out there for a while.
Antris has the football. Antris is running the football and doing it very well, so he's going to be starting at quarterback. We don't know if we're going to see Roseboro or not, but we saw him last week come in when Roseboro was injured, and he did an excellent job through a 68-yard touchdown pass to Dante Thompson, and also ran one in for a score, picks up a first down on the very first play, getting them out of harm's way deep in their own territory.
They had a little unorthodox motion there at the back going out to the right with 3 receivers out there, so Atlantic City's going to have to adjust, and he just went back the other way because there's one less defender over there.
So they stack it to the right side. 4 wide receivers over there. Quick throw is complete. Shedding a tackler is ice cut and moves it forward to the 25-yard line. So they're going to get him the football in any way they can, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. So at the end of one, no score, Washington Township and Atlantic City.
I don't know that we've seen the first drive take the entire quarter.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
All right, back here at Washington Township. After going 86 yards on their first drive, the Minutemen of Washington Township come up empty, and Atlantic City now with the football. 2nd down and 4. At their own 25-yard line. Empty backfield for Entris.
2nd and 3.
DeGraffin right now into the backfield. They get him the football, cuts to his left, looking to make the turn, has a blocker in front, now cuts it back to the inside, still driving to the 35-yard line, and he's got the first down. Boy, he likes to find an opening no matter where he can find it,
He's
right?
going to find himself an opening, let me tell you. Since they're huddling up, we have some score updates. So, Thomas River North, 7-3 over RV, Grand Country Valley. Mainland Seneca knotted up at 7-7. Holy Spirit, St. Thomas Aquinas, 7-7. Millville is still up 7-0 over Brick Memorial. And after this 86-yard drive and 2 big plays by Atlantic City, we're still at 0-0 here.
First down for the Vikings at the 36-yard line. Entris, inside handoff, off the right side.
Guys, first play they had under 6 yards.
That was Bradley Brown.
Introducing new formations, Tony, and you know Bradley Brown. Introducing new formations here and a lot of motion. And here comes Roseboro.
Yeah. So they're going to insert him into the game for special plays, I think, Sam. Certain things that he does very well. We'll see how Coach Wright plays it here.
Just the threat of him. You can go back for a pass, but just the threat of him running changes the entire pass rush. We'll see how they can adjust to that.
But it looks like he's not actually playing quarterback, is he?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, he was. Throws to the right side. I'm sorry.
They're trying the quick slant, a quick hitch right there, but they got to run him off a few plays because they're just squatting in terms of they being the defensive backs in Township. And they're just throwing right in the lanes where they are.
So we see Roseboro in the football game with the quarterback position. Entris started. But Roseboro inserted here on a 3rd down and 5. Right at the 40-yard line. Here's Roseboro. Back to the left side. The reception is complete. He gets hit. That's Barksdale. Let's see if they're going to give him a first down. Where the official is standing on the far sideline, he did make that first down.
He just moved it up. I tell you what, that was the make one man miss, please, Coach. You got it out here, and you give it to your star player, and he makes man miss, gets the first down, and to keep the drive alive.
Thing that really impressed, though, is you saw how Roseboro took the football. He looks to his right, and then he comes back to his left side. So that could influence the defense.
Well, that and the jumping jacks that the receiver did out there when he was trying to distract the D. But I don't know how well that works, but it certainly caught my attention.
Zephaniah Bradley Brown on the line to the left side. He's 6'2", 250. Here's Roseboro. Roseboro has room. Roseboro picks up another first down to the 40-yard line of Washington Township, and right there is what we were talking about before the game. That's the element he brings that his backup interest does not.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a different type of QB. He gets that ball, he hits it. Now, you saw how gingerly he went down when he knew he was going to be hit, so he's going to play smart and not re-aggravate that injury, but just the speed and acceleration through the gap right there, it's tough to defend.
He's not going to try to run over anyone.
He is not going to
Is that what you're saying? So the ball at the 40-yard line now of Washington Township. Under 9 minutes till halftime. No score. And I believe there's going to be a false start on the right side of that offensive line.
They may give it. Okay, because I saw the defensive player step too. Definitely the offensive line step, but I thought they're going to say he was influenced by the DN right there.
So that will move the football back 5 yards. They're going to place it down at the 45-yard line of Washington Township. The Grafenright split out to the left side. Roseboro going to throw quickly to the left side. He has a blocker in front, has room, slips one tackle, and now we're going to get a flag. It might be a face mask.
Certainly. They just reaching and grabbing, and that's when you're going to have the face mask and all that type of stuff. But they have to know where he is and assign a person to him right away, because Atlantic City is doing what they need to do. Hey, give the ball to our best player and let him work.
So that's going to cost him 15. It's going to move the football inside the 25 to the 23-yard line.
Different style drive than the first one we saw, huh? It's a lot more fireworks here going on.
Yeah, but they seem to really be, both teams, executing their plays very well. And I guess at this point of the season, you probably should be doing that.
If you don't, you don't need to be out there. And they're clearly both deserve to be here.
First down for Atlantic City. Remember, they started this drive at their own 7 as well.
Yep.
Roseboro fires to the right side. Incomplete. In and out of the hands of Vishad Turner.
Yeah, Vish. He really wanted to catch the ball, turn upfield. And I think his eyes may have turned upfield before he was certainly secured the ball. Roseboro led him a little bit, but that's when you need the catch.
And what you're seeing here, though, Sam, is it's not just Grafenright. They have other receivers who can make a play.
Yep.
And that puts pressure on the defense because, okay, if you concentrate too much on Ice Cup, bad things can happen.
Good luck. It makes you wonder how much practice Peaky had during the week because, you want to rest his shoulder, and even though it wasn't his throwing shoulder, that may be why that was off a little bit.
Going to go with the empty backfield here, and now timeout.
Delay a game against Atlantic City.
So they get the 15-yard walk-off, and now a delay of game penalty. They'll move it back.
So just like you have, lower chance of scoring starting inside the 20, 2 penalties on the drive, it's going to be really tough to turn this into points.
Roseboro fires deep to the left side, and that one is incomplete. Barksdale had a step. He had a step, and the ball was well thrown.
It was, and he's going to want that back because although he was touched a little bit downfield, it went right through his hands, and you would expect, like he's done earlier in the season, you would expect that he's going to pull that in.
But good protection there. That was one of the main concerns. Could they keep either Roseboro or Interest upright? And they have a very good defense. As we talked about before the game, 2 of their players together have 17 sacks. So they're impressive on the defensive side as well.
They are. They get after the quarterback, and all these big plays that Atlantic City's running, and they have slowed down their pass rush a bit.
3rd and 15. Roseboro's going to throw. Now he's not. He's going to take off. He has room to the left side, to the 10, and he's run out of bounds.
Did he?
Inside the 10, looks like the 8-yard line, and I believe that he picked up that first down.
8-yard pickup by the quarterback, Roseboro. Good for first and 10.
So there's the element that you can't really prepare for.
You can't, and no one does on any level of football. You got to have a quarterback that has those moves and that vision, doesn't panic, just knows, hey, where's the first down, coach? I'll go get it. I mean, you can try and spy, but then you vacate his zone, and he can pick you off right there. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah, because that's probably the problem or the thing. What do? You put pressure on the quarterback and lose your lanes?
Right.
Which they did there. Here's the give up the middle to Bradley Brown. 250-pounder, may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
That was a good play in the backfield. Looks like Jalen Robinson was able to disrupt that play.
Jalen Robinson has 91 tackles, 24 of those for loss.
25.
Okay.
He just got one. No, yeah, he's definitely a playmaker, right?
He is. Coach called him the backbone of their defense.
Oh, there you go. And, you know, those guys rise to the occasion in tough situations like this. You had a long drive. You know, it's easy to get down on yourselves. Big-time players show up when it counts.
Second and goal. Rich Turner looking to sweep the right side. Had a long way to go to get to the corner there, Sam. Just really didn't have a way to stick his foot in the ground and turn it upfield before the cavalry arrived.
And all you can do is take the corner, go up the sideline, hope they pull up thinking you're going out of bounds, and get upfield as far as you can. Dive for the pylon. They're at the 5-yard line now. You're deciding, all right, it's third and goal. Depending on what type of kicker you have, this is 2 plays we're running to try to score, or we're just getting 1 play and then kick it. You see what happened to Township when they went for it. So I don't think Atlantic City is as desperate because they're going to have big plays all game long.
This could be Ice Cup time because he's got that 6'1" size and wins most of the 50-50s. Roseburg, left side, DeGraff on right. They were ready for him.
Yeah.
They knock him down just inside the 10-yard line.
Their defense was called everybody go where DeGraff goes. And we'll see what happens from there. Now, Atlantic City should definitely use that to advantage. Come back with a pump fake with that later in the game and throw it backside. Because the entire defense was over there.
They're talking it over with the Brain Trust on the Atlantic City sideline, and they too, Sam, are going to eschew the field goal. We're trying to get some sophisticated words in here.
I like it. All right, SAT prep.
6:09 or 6:07 now till halftime. No score. Atlantic City on the doorstep. Here's Roseburg. Still looking into the end zone, and this one is intercepted.
Let me guess who that was.
Is that Robinson?
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, everybody's congratulating number 10 as he comes to the sideline. So
Osborne or Robinson, one of those two. Either way, he's throwing it back across his body. Sorry, Tony. And he's throwing it back across his body, and he may have seen a flash of color, but the defenders were able to jump in the lane.
So turnabout is fair play, that is. Both teams, long drives, get to near the goal line, and neither of them have scored.
Well, you know, there's only 5 minutes left in the half, and Township needs 12 minutes apparently to drive down the field, so we'll see what happens here.
They have the football. Ball marked just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. Here's that leading ball carrier again gets the call.
He's just a tackle or two away from breaking this, I'm telling you.
That's Beeler.
I would have confidence in giving him the ball multiple times because one missed tackle.
4 yards brings up second down, 6 yards to go.
2nd and 6 for the Minutemen. Again, he's going to get the call. Now the cutback.
There's a flag in the backfield. Holding on Township.
That'll push him back 10 yards.
Well, now this changes things because they had a good down and distance. Now they should go back to the run. But times like this, sometimes coaches think they need to get the yardage back and will throw the ball, and that's going to be in Atlantic City's favor.
Well, as I said, Coach Schatzman said, hey, look, we are not a big play team. You saw it on their first drive. Yes, they completed some passes and they had some run after the catch, that sort of thing, but they're not going to throw the football deep down the field, at least from what we've seen thus far.
Well, apparently the free safety's been taken out of football because no one plays deep anymore.
Here's the call again as he looked to get to the outside, and that is something that Atlantic City does very well, right?
It is, and not only that, the adjustments Atlantic City's defense has made are starting to shorten these 6-7 yard runs to 4-3 at the line of scrimmage. So I don't know if Township has plan B, but they're going to have to do something.
They're down at 12 now. Opportunity for Atlantic City to get this offensive Washington Township off the field and get it back again. Let's see what they dial up here. Aquino going to throw the football, has time, lots of time, throws deep down the center of the field, and this one is took it away from the defender, and he's going to take it the distance.
The safety, the defender tried to undercut that pass and tried to get it at his high point, mistimed his jump, receiver focused on it, took it all the way down the field and scored.
Wow.
Tell you, it looks like Paris Pratt. If we get a chance to take a look at that, we'll see that, that could have very easily been an interception, but just mistimed it.
Yeah, I was thinking that's exactly what it was going to be, but not so. The kick is good.
So of all things, Washington Township's the one with the big play.
Yeah, I just got finished saying that Coach Schatzman said we're not a big play team until then.
Well, while we're setting up this kickoff, RV is ahead of Toms River North 10-7. Mainland and Seneca are still tied 7-7. Holy Spirit is up 14-7 over St. Thomas Aquinas. Millville's pulling away from Brick Memorial 21-0. And like we said, our score here is 7-0.
So Atlantic City will get the football back. 4:12 left until halftime. And don't forget, if they were able to score here, they would get the football to start the second half as well.
That's right.
Thompson back to receive it. High, coming down at the 14-yard line. Cutting to the outside, has some room. Across the 30-yard line, he's going to run out of bounds. That was Roseboro, so surprising to see him back on the kickoff, but he ran out of bounds. Very smart because he wants to preserve as much time as he can.
Absolutely, and this is what I've always said. I mean, say you have a team full of athletes and big play players. Well, how do you attack them? You go make big plays. If you have a team full of athletes that can grind it out, well, you grind it out back against them. I mean, a lot of teams have difficulty stopping what they do best, and you're going to see that. And when coaches figure that out, they're going to be able to attack that and ramp up the scoring.
And the other thing about that 80-some yard touchdown pass was that he had tremendous protection. He just sat back there, picked out the receiver, and hit him in stride. But as you said, there was a defender right there. Just the mistiming of going for the football.
Mm-hmm.
The toss right side. Barksdale cuts inside. 4 or 5 yards, and now looks like a penalty marker comes in late.
Way back there. Let's see what this is.
Well, they're facing Washington Township, so they're going to mark it off against the Minutemen.
I guess he has hands across his face mask.
So quickly, Atlantic City in great field position at the 48-yard line.
And they can score from anywhere, right? So it's important, but it's less important for them than you would think, Washington Township. But apparently Washington Township said, hey, look what I can do.
Dante Thompson, number 18, the freshman, splits out to the left side. Now again, the empty backfield for the Vikings. Roseboro going to take it himself. Roseboro up the right side, picks up 2, maybe 3 to the midfield line.
So you had a little extra weight put on him at the end of that run. You had a defender lay on him. I don't know if he was on his shoulder or not, but I think he's, I don't know if he's talking to the coach going to the sideline, but he got back up, so he seems to be okay.
Nose of the football right at the 50, 2nd down and 8.
Injury timeout.
Official timeout, I think. One of the Minutemen players is sitting up but down. So both teams retreat to their sideline. 2:51 left in this first half of play. 7-0 Washington Township leads Atlantic City. Seems to be okay. Coming off the field under his own power was Mitchell Landau. Atlantic City faces a 2nd down and 8 right at the midfield line. Clock put back in motion. Plenty of time for the Vikings here. Roseboro rolls to his right after some pressure and appears to have the first down as he gets out of bounds just after he picks up the first down, right after the sticks.
Yeah, it looks like a little Kyler Murray out there flying around the corner getting the first, I tell you. Looks like he's like a yard or 2 feet short, looks like here.
Yeah.
If you're going for it. If you're going to go for the 4th, you might have a chance for a deep ball here. Normally 2nd is short, but if you're going to dive quarterback sneak for the first time anyway, then you might as well just see if you can get something deep here.
Well, if Bradley Brown is in the football game, he might be a good one to give it to.
Downtown Bradley Brown. At some point what they need to do is use the Graffin right as a decoy, pull the defense over there, throw it up the seam, and it'll be wide open.
And it's going to be Roseboro. He's running out of room, and they're going to grab him for a loss. So going to the well once too many is going to bring up a 4th down. And it appears that Atlantic City is going to punt the football.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt here. You know, that play works to the right, but now when it's close down a distance, Township is definitely focused on the 2 big playmakers.
6 yards to go. Number 27, exclusive to Upland in deep punt formation.
Luke Sheets back to receive this one, standing at his own 15-yard line. Exclusive Dublin with a kick. Bounces down, but gets a really, really good roll and picked up by Sheets and finally thrown out of bounds right around the 10, 12-yard line. So it'll be interesting how Washington Township plays it here. They're up 7-0, 1:33 left till halftime. Are they going to put it in harm's way or just kind of run the clock out and be happy 7-0 going into the locker room?
Township has them wherever they wanted. They had the ball inside their own 10, and that's where they started the last drive. So who knows? They're going to run some safe plays. If they get a couple first downs, they may run a little deeper passes as they get out past the 30, but certainly not going to do anything to give the ball right back to AC.
1:33 remaining in this first half. And they're sending out trips to the right side. That may just be some window dressing. Stack formation. Keno's going to give it. Left side breaking out in the clear and having more than enough for a first down. Getting thrown out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Some of the players and maybe some of the coaches on the near sideline for Washington Township are looking for a flag. I don't see any, did you?
I didn't see a flag, but the way he was spun around, I think from their perspective, looked like he was grabbed up top, but I think it was a shorter pass.
So now, as you mentioned, Sam, they get the big run from Beeler, and now they have an opportunity to do some things.
Yeah, now they open up a little bit more of the playbook.
Mattakino's going to throw the football. He's being rushed. Now throws to the left side, wide open on the reception. Pushed out of bounds again.
That's the screen throwback. That's the misdirection that I was expecting AC to do. They are scrambling, trying to make a play, and they're losing their discipline and their assignments, and they're leaving guys open.
Sean Long with a catch and another first down. So 2 plays, and they're just moving right down the field.
Yeah. 2 timeouts left, 1:12. You could throw it anywhere on the field.
Again, trips to the right side for at the 35-yard line. Reception made by Luke Sheets. Another first down.
It's going to be hard to defend any quarterback at this level, this level in the playoffs, if you're not going to get any pressure on them.
This time they do apply some pressure, but he's able to dump it off anyway and get more good yardage, maybe another first down.
So maybe the whole first drive was window dressing, and this is their offense here that they want to open up and run.
It is another first down. They're making it look very easy.
You know, they're just going to have to make their mind up. They're going to just sell out and put pressure on that one big play. You know, it may scare you from man coverage, but that was as easily could have been an interception as it was a 80-yard touchdown pass.
They have the football, and they're marching down the field with little resistance here on this drive. At the 27-yard line. Again, Keno going to throw the football, and this one is not close.
They try to run a speed out there. And
Isaac Para, the intended receiver.
this is when you talk to your kicker, see where you need to get, so you at least have that in your pocket. Turn it into a 2-possession game.
Coming out of the football game is Beeler, who's been outstanding in this first half. 2nd and 10. Give up the middle, breaks out on the clear, and he's going to take it to the house. That was Robinson.
He not only has 90 tackles, he makes big plays up the middle. He's a two-way player for him. He's working this game loose. Just watch him be patiently running to his left here. Gets a little lateral, then hits it. Goes right upfield, untouched. That's concerning for Atlantic City because it's not like he broke through tackles or outworked you. He just ran untouched, unmolested, touchdown.
And the point after is good by Luke Sheets. That one's got to be very upsetting to the coaches of Atlantic City. They figure, hey, we're going to get the football, start this second half. Let's just make sure they don't score and we'll go in down 7-0, and then you let them just march right down the field. Here it is.
Not only was he untouched, after the guard kicked out, the tackle came through, he was past the defender before he had to make the block. So, yeah, when you have linemen that are untouched, there's an issue there.
34 seconds left till halftime. Now Atlantic City down 14-0. It really kind of changes things for the Vikings.
You know, 2 big things. The Washington Township used up the entire first quarter, came back with a big play that's not necessarily what they have done all season. And then they got, 4 or 5 chunk plays right at the end of the half to get a big-time lead.
So Luke Sheets will kick it off again, that is. DeGraffin right back there, along with Thompson. Low line drive picked up by one of the up people. Stutter stepping, getting to the right side. Nice return across the 45. See where they're going to mark the football.
She's right at the 45, right? Let's see, where is he?
That's what it looks like. Still 27.4 seconds left in this first half of play, and when you have a receiver like DeGraffenreich,
You either give it to him or you use him as a decoy. You can't have him just do nothing on a play.
I mean, he really hasn't been that involved in this first half.
Yeah, he had a series where he had a few plays where he was, getting first downs and doing things for him, and then looks like Township was able to take him away.
Thompson splits out to the left side. Roseboro looking to throw, being rushed, sidesteps, but a flag is down, and this one is complete. Turner with a reception at the 40-yard line, and now flipped back on his backside, and that's going to be a personal foul against Washington Township. We have to see, however, what the flag was initially against possibly Atlantic City. They could offset.
Yeah, it's going to be holding, I'm assuming, on Atlantic City, but that you cannot lift somebody up and dunk them on their head. That just goes against every idea of the game and safety and all that kind of stuff. That's just unnecessary, and if he hurt that young man, he would never forgive himself.
That was Deshaun Lawn tossing Turner.
So they offset, replayed it down.
So they do offset. Still check that.
It should be first.
Yeah, first down and 10. Yes, it is. However, just 16.2 seconds left till halftime. So Atlantic City, depending on if they can get out of bounds, might have 3 plays. We'll have to see. The Graffenreich, number 1 on your program, split out to the left side. Here's Roseboro looking to throw, fires. This one is complete. Run out of bounds inside the 40 at the 35-yard line.
Yep, took a little bit longer than he wanted, but he had to come back for it and did the smart thing, get out of bounds as quick as he could. Nothing wrong with that.
So it looks like there's another penalty against Atlantic City. I'm not really getting the indications from the head official. I mean, I see they're moving the football back to the 35-yard line, but normally the official steps out into the clear and gives you the indication, okay, this is the penalty. We're not really getting that.
Well, that's just a killer right there. They're just trying to run the clock out.
That's the best thing to do because you don't want to give them an opportunity to pick one off and take it back to the house.
Yep.
So they're going to let it run out, and that's going to do it. At the end of 1, Washington Township leading Atlantic City 14-0. We'll be back with more in just a minute.
Pride, passion, and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays and Saturdays until 6, Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Somers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com. Sprains, strains, and fractures is a comprehensive orthopedic surgery practice open when you have the time. Open weeknights and weekends 7 days a week for both walk-ins and appointments. No need to take off work or pull your kids out of school. Skip the wait and the cost of the emergency room. No need to wait days or weeks to see the orthopedic surgeon. Come straight from the athletic field or workplace and see their board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists. X-rays at all locations. Sprains, strains, and fractures simply offers the best, most efficient, and most convenient access to the orthopedic care you and your loved ones deserve. Call now, 856-751-5100. Again, that's 856-751-5100, and follow them on Instagram. It is known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in their delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk in Ocean City. Phone 1-800-842-2676 and have your popcorn shipped to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940. Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays and Saturdays until 6, Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com.
Ocean City, New Jersey, America's greatest family resort, where traditions are built and memories last forever. From food to fun, from excitement to relaxation, Ocean City has it all. Ocean City, New Jersey. Your memories start here.
Okay, back here at Washington Township. Atlantic City down to the Minutemen 14-0, scoring on an 85-yard pass from Aquino to Pratt. Extra point was good. And then on that final drive, Sam, of that first half of Washington Township, they just marched down the field almost like there was no defense for Atlantic City, as they were picking up one first down after another. And then they scored on a 27-yard touchdown run by Robinson to make it 14-0 with the extra point. That's where we are.
Yeah, I mean, the first play you can kind of excuse. It was a deep ball. Defender had to beat on it. You know, he kind of underread it, and they scored. But that last drive at the half, that's going to cause them many more problems than the long pass. So they should have at least stopped them for a field goal, or in their case, they didn't want them to score at all. But they got the ball first in the second half, and we'll see what they can do with it. They're going to open their offense up.
Sheets will kick it away to Graffin Wright, and Thompson back to receive it. Going to be taken by Thompson at the 11-yard line. Thompson, the freshman, to the left sideline, and he's forced out of bounds right around the 32-yard line. So we did see a lot of Roseboro after Entris started the football game, Sam, and he had some impressive plays, but just wasn't able to get Atlantic City into the end zone.
Yeah, you can see that, he's here, he's gutting it out, he wants to play. He's certainly not 100% himself, especially about finishing the runs, but he can deliver the ball still, and he can get the first down just enough to keep the drive moving. So we'll see what he does in terms of aggressiveness as we go on through this game. He has to get loosened back up after that halftime.
So Atlantic City with the football, quick toss to the right side. It's complete to Graffin Wright, but they're all over him and they won't let him go. Had to reach down to pick that one up, and that kind of messed up the play, really.
And at that point, if you see that they're flying to the ball here, you're going to see like maybe a pump fake, and then this receiver will be able to go deep outside. They got to use that aggressiveness by Washington Township to their advantage, just not keep playing into their hands here.
Ethan Binder coming up to make the initial stick. Loss of a yard, so second down and 11, ball marked at the 28-yard line of Atlantic City. Roseboro again looking to throw. This one thrown behind the intended receiver. That's Turner.
I don't know if that was tipped or he just threw it behind them, because they all look surprised where it went. But he's definitely short-arming it and just trying to aim it in there rather than relaxing and throwing it.
That'll bring up 3rd and 11, not the situation Atlantic City wants to be on this initial drive of the third quarter. This is a very important drive for Atlantic City, more so than Washington Township. Atlantic City, if they can score, they can get back in this ball game.
Oh, yeah. They're one play away, but they are not even under 10 yards for the first down now after the first play. And
Third 11.
got to get more creative here.
The Grafenright split out to the left side. Roseboro rolling in that direction, looking downfield, and he's not going to find anybody. He's thrown for a loss.
So the benefit of rolling out, especially with a mobile quarterback, is sometimes ends up being a detriment because you cut off half the field and the defense only has to cover half the field. If he doesn't get rid of it early or he doesn't run, the best thing he could do would be throw it out of bounds, or in that case, the worst thing would be to take a sack.
15 yards ago, the ball at the 25.
A loss of 4, and Robinson, that guy again, made the tackle.
He's everywhere.
The punter, number 27,
He's already scored.
Joseph Dublin.
27-yard run on offense, and they're making the sack. Entris will be kicking it away. Back to receive it is Long. Kicking it away from him.
Oh. Well, you eliminate the return, so it's a little short, but it ends up being a good punt.
But having said that, they're going to have excellent field position to start this drive. And when you have a team with the quality of Washington Township, you don't want to give them a short field. Ball's going to be placed down at the 46-yard line, their own 46. They're up 14-0.
Washington wants to manufacture maybe not the same type of drive that they had in the beginning of the game, but something like that takes 5-7 minutes off the clock, ends up with a field goal or a touchdown.
Pratt split far out to the left side, slot to the left. The give up the middle. Not much there, as Beeler has had tremendous success running the football in that first half, and I'm sure they talked about that at halftime.
Yeah, so they got the straight dive figured out. Now can they get the counter and the power figured out in terms of they being Atlantic City. And as soon as that happens, you all have all these quick passes, the hitches, the sprint out, the speed outs. I mean, Township has shown a very creative offense so far in this game.
No gain on that play. It's now 2nd down and 10 from the 46-yard line. Keno again. Again, similar play, this time off the right side, and not much there.
No. Still, we're checking off our list. We're checking off our list. Dive and power. Now you're going to have, if they keep it on the ground, it's going to be a counter. But more than likely, they're going to try and throw some kind of speed out, something that the receiver can catch and maybe get a couple yards to get it first.
Well, Coach Schatzman did say that they try to give different formations to the defense to kind of confuse them as far as, okay, what are they going to run? Aquino again being rushed. Stepping up, at this time he cannot escape in Atlantic City with the sack, so I'm sure that they were working on their defense at halftime.
Yeah, I mean, working on in terms of adding pressure. I mean, at some point you got to get back there and cause him to make some decisions. So that's what they wanted to do, and I'm surprised they waited to the second half for that, but you think they would have been adding pressure this whole game.
Luke Sheets will be kicking it away. They're Grafenright. Waits for it at his 20. High kick. Grafenright's going to call for the fair catch and just going to let it go, which is the smart thing to do. But still, that's going to force Atlantic City to have to go a long field. They're going to mark it down at the 11-yard line.
I mean, it wasn't that far from him. An athlete of his size and speed. It's too good of an athlete not to catch that.
But Atlantic City will have the football. Some scores. Rancocas Valley on top of Toms River North 13-7. Mainland 21. Seneca 7. St. Thomas Aquinas over in Holy Spirit, that is 24-21. Millville all over Brick Memorial. They have a running clock there. 35-zip.
It's small plays turn to big plays. Every play doesn't have to be a 10-yard gain. You get a few 3 to 5 yard gains, then you can hit something after that.
The Grafenreich with the jet sweep, looking to cut it upfield. Does so, picks up a minimal gain, maybe a couple. But they've played that well in this football game, has the Minutemen.
They have, and they cut off the angles and they got out there wide. And I see, that last play, I saw a couple of defenders stay back for any type of reverse or throwback or anything that's going to change direction, any misdirection plays. So I think they're doing a good job generally in that game.
A pickup of close to 3 will give them 3. 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings. Ball at the 19-yard line. Roseboro, the give straight up the middle. Not too much there. I believe that was Brandon Brown on the carry. But he does pick up 3 yards, brings up a 3rd down and 4 for Atlantic City.
Definitely manageable. Yeah, I've seen a few different players that can run to get this 4 yards, let alone quarterback scramble.
Well, if they can get it to de Grafenreich and let him run after the catch. You can see de Grafenreich lined up almost like a wing T formation right side. But nothing there.
And he fumbled the ball, but we'll see if he was down. He's pointing down. That was a 2 slot backs turned definitely like a wing T formation. And they did not have that block, and they blew that up from the door.
7 yards to go.
So again, they're going to be putting the football, Sam. They just have not been able, since that first drive in the first half, it was very impressive. They have really not been able to move the football consistently.
No, that was not how they wanted to start this second half.
Exclusive Dublin will be kicking it away.
I just got to give a score update. Myron Cutlass Valley up 27 over Toms River North.
Long receives it, looking to spin away. He will not be able to spin away as he's gang tackled. They're going to mark it at the 47-yard line. So what's the score there again? 20-7.
20-7. Oh yeah, there's other games. Mainland 28, Seneca 7. St. Thomas Aquinas 24, Holy Spirit 21. 35-0, Millville. And our game here still 14-0.
So Washington Township has it back again now, having the football at their own 47-yard line. 5:18 left in this 3rd quarter of play. Group 5 championship game is brought to you by the Sprains, Strains, and Fractures with locations on Egg Harbor Road in Washington Township and Springdale Road in Cherry Hill. So Minutemen looking to add to their lead right here. They lead at 14-0. Keener, Wheeler off the left side. Again, nice yardage on 1st down, 5 or 6 as he crosses into Atlantic City territory. Picks up 5 on 1st down.
So now they are in the catbird seat. They have 2nd down, the playbook's open. They can take their time. They get another 3 to 5 yard play at minimum. They're on schedule.
14-0. The Minutemen on top. Wheeler again. Bounces off a tackler to the outside and has another 1st down.
Tell you what.
Check that.
Yeah, that was 9. The much larger.
Yeah, that was Khalid Palaganas.
When things are going well, you start to get excited, you start to run harder, and break a few tackles, and things start working. So what Township wants to do is take as much time off the clock, and they want to get in scoring position, and they want to kind of put this away.
Well, they certainly have been good in picking up 1st downs. Again, Palaganas with the call. breaking tackles inside the 30 to the 27-yard line.
Now they're starting to get chippy because they're getting run through. If you look right here, you have the two big linemen pull. He's not touched until he gets to the 20 to 35. It's the first time he was touched.
Allegata is showing
There's no reason to put this ball in the air.
another first down. Gets it again, right side. Powering his way for another 4 yards.
You just keep pounding this. They found a spot where they can run. Either somebody's coming upfield or somebody's coming too shallow. But whatever action they're having, Township's taking advantage of it.
2nd down and 6. Robinson checks back into the ball game for the Minutemen. Already has a touchdown in this football game with clock approaching 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter, and you can see they are taking their time as well they should. Low snap. They give off the left side. There's Robinson again to the goal line. And
I think he's in. I think he's
in for the touchdown.
I think he's in. There you go. All he does, score touchdowns. All right, here we go. That's a kick out, pull block, breaks the tackle, keeps his balance, crosses the line before he's brought down. Hard runner. Doesn't have a ton of yards, but there's a ton of touchdowns. It's probably like 7 on the year. The red zone master.
So now they're up 20-0 with the extra point was no good. So they lead it 20-0, opening up the biggest lead of the football game. Central Jersey Championship Football is brought to you by sprains, strains, and fractures, where there is no wait to see an orthopedic surgeon. Phone 856-751-5100 for more information. So the hole gets a little deeper for Atlantic City. And of course, now with only 2:51 left in the 3rd quarter, their number of possessions keeps going down and down and down. It's going to be tough.
If you're watching the game, it's not even the score that's the biggest issue. You would think that would be. It's the broken tackles now. It's the arm tackles. It's the arguing back and forth. They are, if they haven't fallen apart yet, they're very close to falling apart. They have maybe one failed drive on offense now, to where this game can be locked by Township.
Sheets to kick. Out of bounds. Flag comes in. So Atlantic City should get good field position, but the question is not the field position, is what you do with it.
Yeah, like I said, if they can get a score here, then they're back in it, then you never know what happens. You have a whole other quarter. Or if they have another disastrous drive and they do the super predictable plays, well, Township's going to be all over it, because Township doesn't need to defend everybody now. They're saying, I'm going to stop the Grafenright, I'm going to start Roseboro, and you have to beat me with somebody else.
Atlantic City is elected to have them kick it again.
Moves the ball back to the 35. Washington County will re-kick.
So that's what we're going to see here. Re-kick 5 yards further back. They're going to kick it from the 35-yard line now. Football falls off the tee. Not much wind really here today at Tom Brown Stadium. Really nice facility. Along the ground, picked up by Barksdale, looking for the edge left side. Turns the corner, has a couple of blockers in front, still on his feet. Finally forced out of bounds as he looks to tiptoe the sideline.
See where they mark him out here.
Number 5, Kyrie Barksdale.
Looks like they're going to mark it at the 45-yard line of Atlantic City. Looked like he had more room to run, but he must have stepped out of bounds.
It's great to see effort and kids trying to make a play like that, but it gets dangerous when you start making things up. They've been successful running their offense within their offense, and having players just do what they do. Let's see if they can keep their composure and just get a successful drive here.
2:40 left, third quarter. 20-0. The Minutemen. Roseboro with time, now rolls to his right, looking downfield. Now he's going to take it himself, cuts inside, has the first down, and he's forced out of bounds right around the 40-yard line of Washington Township. So he saw him continue to look downfield, Sam, but then he took it himself.
Yeah, so it's always a decision here. You as a receiver, quarterback tells you to block. You got to turn and hold on to the guy, or if he wants you to escape and run by him and be open. But at that point, he was pointing to the graph right to set a block for me, man. Let me get downfield.
They mark it at the 48-yard line of Washington Township. Let's see if Atlantic City can sustain something here. Put some points on the board, down 20-0.
Yeah, get on the board here. Maybe go for 2, 20-8. You can afford a.
Roseboro again, he fumbles the football, but they say he was in the grasp, I think.
Or he was throwing as a forward pass. I don't know what they're going to. Let's see where they mark it. If he's in the grasp, it's way back there.
Yes.
If it's a forward pass there.
So they consider it an incomplete pass.
Yeah. Fortunate.
Fortunate for the Vikings.
Now they need to take advantage of that because they could have gone.
Second down and 10. Roseboro throws it over the middle, and this one is complete. Making the reception was Vish Turner. He took a shot, but unable to hold on.
I tell you what, he took a shot right in the gut, and he's toughed it out and held on to that. Look at that. It's a good job.
So the first down now at the 25-yard line of Washington Township. Roseboro again. Doesn't find a receiver. Veers to his left, throws into the end zone. This one is intercepted.
Oh, he got his feet down on that. We got to see this. He went up at the high point and had enough body control to get his feet down and bounds. Let's see. It's a good idea. Have your player make a play. Now it goes up. That is a heck of a play. That is a heck of a play.
Parker Reese.
Man.
Making the play. So again, Atlantic City moves the football.
Yes, they do.
But cannot sustain it. And the turnover.
You would think those, it would be a 50-50 ball, but they had two defenders there. But those type of plays that the receivers come up with or gets knocked out. Who knew that he could have that body control, tap his feet at the last second. Big play. Now, you're not going to stop this offense. This could potentially be a long drive.
Timeout is called by Washington Township. 1:54 left in this third quarter of play. NJSIAA Championship Football is presented live by Sprains, Strains, and Fractures. Open 7 days a week for both walk-ins and appointments. Come straight from the athletic field or workplace and see their board-certified, fellowship-trained specialists. So Washington Township wants to talk things over with 1:54 left in this third quarter of play. 20-0, they lead it.
Yeah, they need to make sure that they have a drive similar to their first drive. In other words, low risk plays, good solid blocking, anything that can keep the time running and keep the first downs coming.
Washington Township gets a big run on first down.
So they saw something, and they were able to explain it to their players on the timeout and immediately went to it, took advantage of it.
And again, that was Pratt on the carry.
That was definitely a coaching call, and they saw an alignment, an adjustment, maybe a slant or something, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Well, they have really been gashing that Atlantic City defense.
Yeah, absolutely. All game long.
It started, I think, on that final drive of the first half where they were picking up a first down on every play, and it's continued here in the third quarter. The give up the middle, not much there at all, if anything.
It's those plays that may gain nothing or lose a yard that allow the other plays to work. Because if all you do is run the power and the counter, the defense is going to figure it out. They're going to stop it. So you got to keep them honest with those quick hitting dives in the middle.
This might be the last play of the third quarter. We're approaching 40 seconds left.
Yeah, they're going to have to at least snap it.
Not moving around, just stay there.
So Washington Township taking all the time that they can, and that's a smart way to play. Off the right side again. Extra effort to the 25-yard line. That will be the final play of this third quarter of play. Is Washington Township in no hurry. That's going to do it. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Washington Township up 20-0.
Passion and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
Ocean City, New Jersey, America's greatest family resort, where traditions are built and memories last forever. From food to fun, from excitement to relaxation, Ocean City has it all. Ocean City, New Jersey. Your memories start here.
All right, back here in Washington Township. First down for the Minutemen. They lead it 20-0. Aquino going to throw again, and this one is incomplete.
I don't know if it was tipped on the way there, but it ended up being behind the receiver, which now that would have been a first. Fourth down, Alexi has a chance here. They can go for a block. They can set up a wall return. They can have maybe throw it back across the field, some kind of big play. They got to get an offensive drive together. They got to have a big play score, whether it's a turnover next time they're on D or a special teams touchdown. They got to have a plan for this fourth quarter.
Parker Reese will kick it. It was almost as if that defensive back put his hand out and it could have blocked the receiver's view of that punt. High, going to be taken by DeGraffin right at the 45-yard line. Didn't have much room to operate there after the catch.
That is a lot more difficult than anybody can understand that has not returned the punt. Everybody's around you. It's up in the air. You know, I know the lights are on the side, but, you know, you never know where they're shining off of. And he was able to pull that in and give his offense a chance to at least get themselves on the board right here.
I know how difficult it is.
Okay.
So when I look at these games, I'm saying you got players all around you.
Yeah.
You can't look at them.
No.
You got to look at the football. You got to track the football like an outfielder tracks a baseball.
Exactly.
And you got to secure it because catching the football and holding on to it is the most important thing.
Yep.
Roseburg, quick throw to the left side. Turner with a reception has the first down.
Now that was a much better pass because it was on a rope, and he put it out there. And although they had a different style of defense and didn't have an invert player up close, it gave the receiver a chance to make a play. They threw it away from DeGraffin right. I'm just saying right now, if they want to score, pump fake to DeGraffin right, throw it up the seam to a slot receiver.
First down at the 45 of Washington Township. Now snap, and Roseboro able to pick it up. Now he's going to take it himself and just run out of bounds, which in that situation was a smart thing to do because really had nowhere to go, either running it or throwing it.
No, he's welcome to throw it out of bounds too. Every now and then he can do that, but that was his decision.
So it's going to be second down and 11. He loses one. But considering the fact that we really didn't even know if he was going to play, I think he's accorded himself pretty well in this football game.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, he just his presence alone, the fact that he can scramble for a score anytime he wants. It's, what kind of kudos to him for sucking it up and getting out there.
Turner in motion. Here's the quarterback, Roseboro. He has lots of room. Continue driving. He's to the 20-yard line and maybe inside the 20. They're going to mark him at the 15-yard line. So that's what we were talking about.
Yep. He heard us up here, and he said, all right, I'll show you what I can do. It took off, and this is the way you get to the protective side. He doesn't want to take a hit, so he gets to the sideline. He does a good job of staying up and not falling on the shoulder. This was more of the offense that we kind of were expecting to see.
Going to mark it at the 19-yard line. So Atlantic City again in scoring position. Again, Roseboro has time, rolling right, running out of time. Now rolls to his right, and he does what Sam Jenkins told him to do. Throw the football out of bounds, and now there's some...
There's two plays that Atlantic City is going to get called on here. They have a holding because they have two guys laying on a guy near the line of scrimmage. And then back towards the end, it's going to be unnecessary roughness or unsportsmanlike conduct.
So let's see if we can get the indication from the official this time as to what exactly it is. Lots of laundry on the field, no question.
So they had two guys on one. And they were kind of, giving the business on the line of scrimmage. And then back here. Yep. Oh, offsetting. Okay. So they're just going to get the holding call.
So we have a holding against Atlantic City, and then we have personal fouls against both teams. Is that what it was?
Yep.
But they're going to mark it off. It seems like you can see Washington Township walking back. They're going to place it down at, see if I can see, just inside the 30 at the 29-yard line.
So in the end, it's just going to be the holding call.
So it's first down. We'll call it 20.
Yeah, I mean, everything's 4 downs now, so you just make your calls.
Roseboro throws into the end zone, and this one is incomplete,
call
but there's
pass
a marker
interference,
that's
right?
probably going to be defensive pass interference. Let's see.
Let's see. All right, throws the ball down here. It's a little low.
Pass interference against Washington Township.
Yeah, his hands are all over him. 45. Yep.
Looks like it was intended for Tamir Ricks. But nonetheless, 15-yard walk-off is going to give Atlantic City the football just inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
15, first down, 5 yards to go.
Something you don't see every day, a little 1st and 5.
Okay. Atlantic City with their best scoring opportunity since the first quarter. Again, the low snap. They give up the middle, pounding to the end zone, and that is Mr. Bradley Brown for the touchdown.
So now the decision time, and it's going to kick it. Go for 2. You have Brown hit it right up in here. Good blocking. Good blocking. Eventful drive, but successful nonetheless.
20-6 now.
Oh, Tom. I'm Tony. I'm not gonna read the scores. I just can't.
Kevin Entris is going to kick.
Okay.
Low snap. He's not going to get it off, but he can throw the football. He is the quarterback. Back up. It's intercepted. And so So the extra point is no good. But then again, Washington Township also makes an extra point, which means if they score Atlantic City, that is, twice, they can, without kicking, I should say kicking the extra point both times, they'll be tying the score up. Sprains, strains, and fractures of Washington Township and Cherry Hill is a comprehensive orthopedic surgery practice open 7 days a week. When you have the time, call 856-751-5100. Sprains, strains, and fractures presents the Minutemen and Vikings in championship football. Sam?
So there seems to be a scoreboard malfunction because it says Toms River North 21, RV 20. Hope they get that fixed soon. Mainland's pulling away from Seneca 35-7. St. Thomas Aquinas 31-28 over Holy Spirit, who's fought back to make it a game. Millville is pulled away again from Brook Memorial 42-7. And we are here 22-6. In the second quarter, Somerville 18-6 over Delsey.
So Antris will be kicking the football. Kicking off. Atlantic City now gets on the board with 10:43 left in this football game. Onside kick.
You just have to go the 10 yards. That's all you need.
Washington Township does recover it. So I guess Coach Wright figured, hey, why wait till they know it's coming? They might not know it's coming here, so let's try the onside kick here and see if we have an opportunity to recover.
Yeah, you give yourself a chance a little, but I think that at least their coaches would warn them and say, hey, look out for the onside kick.
So they certainly were alert for the onside kick. Atlantic City has a player down. Jalen Day sitting up, being attended to. The Group 5 Championship game is brought to you by Sprains, Strains, and Fractures. Locations on Egg Harbor Road in Washington Township and Springdale Road in Cherry Hill. 10:41 left in this one, 20-6. Washington Township on top. They've led it throughout. Led 14-0 at halftime.
Definitely in unconventional ways, right? Big plays, and then a drive where every play was a first down. Then they had their traditional drive at the end. So you never know what they're coming at you with.
They have the football at their own 48-yard line. Atlantic City needs a stop in a big way.
They're going to look to rip the ball. I'm sorry. They're going to look to rip the ball out, get a pick. I mean, Township should do nothing but run the ball here. But
And again, off the left side is Colin Beeler, who's had a tremendous game for the Minutemen. Not the biggest, but certainly runs hard.
he sure runs like he's big. He's breaking tackles every time. Even when he's hit at the line of scrimmage, I mean, it's not much of a game, but it certainly is not a loss.
Minimal gain, maybe a half yard for Beeler on that carry. Of course, as you watch Washington Township, you can see that they are in no hurry whatsoever to get these plays off. Keno, though, will throw the football, has good protection. Now it's breaking down, looking to get outside, and he can't do it. Now, was that a forward pass? No, it was not. They say he was down. So maybe the knee down before he let fly.
Yeah, because he might want to count himself lucky, because if he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, the pass, if he lost it down, all right, they caught him down from the all right, in the beginning. He was down. I don't know why they would be passing the ball in this situation, but I guess they want to make it more exciting for us.
Well, not only do they pass the ball, but take a look at the down and distance now, Sam. 3rd and 20.
Clock stopped. Risk a turnover. Poor down and distance on 3rd down. Exact opposite what they've been doing for the first 3 quarters of the game.
So Atlantic City just has to protect against the big play. The question is, will they put it up again here in such a 3rd and 21. They will throw it again. This one over the middle, and this one is incomplete.
It's if he caught it, it still would have been 4th and 5, and they would have to punt it anyway. All you would need is a tip on that and actually pick it up when they're gone. I don't know the advantage of doing that.
Para, the intended receiver. Now Parker Reese will kick it away, and back to receive it is Ice Cup, also known as DeGraffenreich.
Sinai, right?
That's him.
He's gonna look to run this back. I can tell you that much right now.
Verbally committed to Rutgers. High but not deep.
Smart kick. Good kick.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line, so Atlantic City another chance, and still almost 9 minutes left here in this fourth quarter of play.
I mean, you can have a unsung player or someone rarely used to make a big play here. You can give to the quarterback, have a nice big run, or you can throw the ball to DeGraffenreich, who's been the star all season long.
So let's see what Coach Wright dials up here. Again, DeGraffenreich, obviously, they're spending a lot of time and players defending him, has not really had anything spectacular in this game, and see if they're going to go to him here. The snap, great protection, fires deep down the right side, and this one is incomplete.
That was a seam pattern. I like the area of the field. I think he just wanted to put a little more air on it. If you put a little more air on it, you'll see down here, great play by the inside backer. It looks like right there. He had a step on him. Good football all around.
Tamir Rex, the intended receiver. Good protection there for Roseboro.
Yeah, nice deep drop. You know, you're going to have to do that at some point in the first few downs. And now they go back to working on the first down and then hit it deep again.
2nd and 10. Quick throw to the left side. That's complete to DeGraffenreich. Looks to pull away, able to get a few yards after the catch. Going to be marked down at the 39-yard line.
Win or lose, he's going to remember this game. He had 11 players on him almost every play. I tell you what, he's still getting yardage.
Picked up 6. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 4. Question is, even though they're in their own territory at this point of the ball game, would they go for it on 4th?
Well, it doesn't matter now.
Washington Township jumping, giving them 5 yards, and that will give them the first down.
Now, the first 2 plays, one of these 2, they're going to have to do whatever they think is their best play to get the ball downfield. I would go back to the seam, tell my QB, put some air on it, man. Throw it earlier or throw it farther.
So the Vikings have life. 20-6, they trail it. Under 8 minutes left in the ball game. Roseboro again going to throw. Being rushed, flushed out to the left side. This one thrown over the middle is complete to Thompson. Thompson reversing field, has room along the left sideline, and he's going to be run out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. So he worked after the catch, created after the catch, and it was a big play.
You know, these are the times in which we have those telestrators that can mark all his movements, because you'd be going back to the middle of the field. Wait a minute, come back this way. Wait a minute, come back another way. Switch the ball in the right hand. That's a lot. That's a young man trying to make a play.
Very young. He's a freshman.
There you go.
Barksdale with the call, and a flag immediately comes in. And normally when it comes in from that official, it's a hold. No, it's not. Pardon me.
Hands to the face. So the defensive lineman had his hand up under the offensive lineman's helmet. The official did not like it. The umpire didn't like it. You got to go for the end zone right here.
But the Vikings did like it. 15 yards marked off.
Wow.
Against Washington Township. And Atlantic City really kind of moving this football in a hurry.
If they don't have life after that, this is it. This is try to get yourself in the end zone, make a game out of it.
Here's Roseboro. Has room to the left side. He's going to run it out of bounds. Doesn't really want to risk taking another shot on that shoulder, so ran it out of bounds, but still got good yardage on first.
And he shouldn't, because he's giving his team everything he has. I think, is that another penalty?
Did he lose a yard? Did he lose yardage?
They're moving it back, so I think it's another penalty.
Yeah, it's a penalty.
That's a shame. But he's giving his team everything he has. There's no reason to take a big shot, because they're, in your mind, you're Atlantic City, you're thinking they're going to need me for the entire game.
First down, 20 yards to go. First and 20, the ball to 23.
Ball moved back to the 22.
Yep.
First and 20. Roseboro looking to throw. Fires to the right side. It's complete. Thrown out of bounds is Rex.
So you had a slant on the outside. You had a flat pattern by the number 2 receiver. It actually was delivered well and on time. Oh, I got an injury.
Waleed Rhodes. Left tackle is down for Atlantic City. They trail it 20-6 with 7:04 left in this football game. This Group 5 championship game brought to you by Sprains, Strains, and Fractures, with locations on Egg Harbor Road in Washington Township and Springdale Road in Cherry Hill as they come out to attend to Rhodes.
Well, the technical problems are starting to get worse. Toms River North is up 28-20 over RV in the fourth quarter. Mainland 42-7 over Seneca. 31-28. St. Thomas Aquinas over Holy Spirit. So far, still running in the fourth quarter. Millville 42, Brook Memorial 7. Still a running clock. And Somerville 18, Delsey 6.
Rhodes able to get off the field under his own power. Second down and 12 for the Vikings. Looking to overcome that penalty.
You're gonna have to have a quarterback run at some point here.
Throwing to the right side, and this one is incomplete. Out of bounds. Intended for DeGraffenreich. That'll bring up third down and 12.
They're going to have to maybe motion him, bring him across the middle. I don't know, say run some picks for him, but you got to do something to get Township off his back. Or use him as the most talented decoy out there.
At the 16-yard line of Washington Township. Big play for Atlantic City. Of course, this is four-down territory. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Roseboro looks left, looks back to his right, being rushed, now able to flush, but throws on the run, and this one is intercepted again by Washington Township. It's a foot race, blockers in front, knocking down the last player for Atlantic City, and they'll take it the distance.
3 players from AC down. What a play.
Parker Reese.
Make sure we look for these players that are hurt. But that game-ending block, and that's going to be it.
A couple of players down. Barksdale on his feet as they attend to,
I believe, Roseboro.
At the 33-yard line.
Okay. Roseboro's
walking off as well, but there's another player down at the 33-yard line. So not only was it a disastrous play on the pick for the touchdown, but 3 players for Atlantic City injured on that one play.
Well, as we wish these injured players speedy recovery. Township is celebrating, and What is that, a 102-yard return? Or where did you pick that off?
I don't know. I said 85 because I couldn't exactly see what it was, but I know Atlantic City was down close to the end zone, so recorded 85. Seem to be bringing out a cart for the injured Atlantic City player. I think that's Edgar Camacho, number 51.
Okay, as long as he's okay. He's going to have to see how much damage is done.
NJSIAA Championship Football presented live by Sprains, Strains, and Fractures. Open 7 days a week for both walk-ins and appointments. Come straight from the athletic field or workplace and see their board-certified fellowship-trained specialists. So with 6 minutes and 36 seconds left, that one just might have put the nail on the coffin, Sam.
Yeah, I would say, unless you have some kind of a strange series of events that we haven't seen yet. Right now, Somerville's up 18-6 over Delsea. Millville has extended their lead 48-7 over Brick Memorial. Oh, Holy Spirit 35-31. St. Thomas Aquinas trying to make a game of it. Mainland 42, Seneca 14. And Toms River North 28. Rancocas Valley 20.
So they'll attempt the extra point. They will not be going for two. They missed that last extra point. Teams are set. Ball snap, plays down and booted.
That's good.
And it is good. So now 27-6, 6:36 left in this Group 5 Central Jersey Championship game. High School Championship Football is brought to you by Sprains, Strains, and Fractures of Washington Township and Cherry Hill. Sprains, Strains, and Fractures simply offers the best, most efficient, and most convenient access for the orthopedic care you and your loved ones desire. So Atlantic City will receive the kickoff, but now it's going to be a long road to hoe, 27-6 down.
Yeah, you know, and the news keeps getting worse. I know I'm harping on this, though. Toms River North 35, RV 20.
What a turnaround.
It's from 20 to 7. That is 28 unanswered points.
Well, we knew it would be a challenge. They are the number 1 seed in South Jersey, and they have a terrific team. There's no question about it. They were terrific last year as well.
Yeah, they haven't lost since the dinosaurs, but, you know, there's always a chance.
Well, no question. They had trouble with Kingsway last week as well. But it ain't over, right, Sam?
It's not over. That's right. I love it.
Here's the boot over the head of DeGraffenright. He's just going to let it go into the end zone for the touchback.
Oh, heck, if he had that kind of leg, he could have been kicking it that deep all the time. Nice kick. The extra point was nice and high. Kickoff was nice and deep.
Don't forget RV shut out Washington Township 27-0.
Yeah.
Quite an accomplishment after seeing Washington Township. But they haven't lost since. Washington Township, I mean.
And so Toms River must have some kind of program up there, I tell you.
Well, I know one of their offensive linemen, I think his name is Matthews. Not sure his first name, but it's like 6'7", 320. He originally committed to Penn State, but then Rutgers flipped him, so they're going to have him next year at Rutgers. I know he's a terrific player, but yeah, of course, their quarterback from last year is now at Stanford.
Yeah, yeah. So, you know, as you know, I'm a Temple guy, but I would love to see these New Jersey players stay in Jersey and turn Rutgers into a powerhouse.
So the flip to Turner for the jet sweep, and may have picked up a yard before he's unceremoniously knocked down.
No, he was thrown out of bounds like a rag ball. That's what exactly happened there.
5'10", 150 pounds. He's only a sophomore. One thing we were talking about before the game, Sam, was the youth on this Washington Township team. They only have a few seniors, so they're going to be good next year as well.
Yep, and then like we always say, if you can align the youth programs with your high school programs, you're giving yourself a chance to be successful year after year.
Turner, the motion man. Antris is in the football game, and there's a marker, I believe, on the field. Is there?
Yeah, it's thrown from back against Township.
You can hear we're situated right in back of the Washington Township fans, so you can hear their displeasure.
Well, they're up 27-6. They gotta take it for what it is.
Ball going to be moved to the 37-yard line of Atlantic City. The Vikings looking to score again. 5:39 left.
So maybe Interest can bring some of his magic that he brought last week. Maybe at least get another score in here.
For the Vikings, if I am correct, 3 interceptions in this game. The last one run back for a touchdown.
Well, you said it before the game started. The turnovers almost always decide the game.
Entris, quick throw to the left side, complete to Thompson. Breaks the tackle and going to be knocked out at the 48-yard line. He's only a freshman as well.
I just saw Township send all their interior linebackers, and I said, oh, man, this play could have a chance to work if he's able to bring that back inside. But, like you said, he's a young guy. He's just catching the ball and trying to get yards.
Second down, 6. Entris rolling right, throwing on the run, and this one is complete for a first down into Washington Township territory.
That was a nice rollout. Threw it going downhill. Trying to give the Graffin Wright a few more catches.
Is that the Graffin Wright?
It was.
I think it was, yes.
You did a good job of coming back to it and turning up. I mean, the stats for this game are not going to be this highlight reel, but he's still out there working.
Entris sets, steps up in the pocket, now rolls left, looking downfield to throw, and then just gets rid of it. And this one is almost complete. Looked like he just kind of dropped it.
Yeah, I don't know if you try to one-hand that or what, but they threw it back across the field. And that seemed like it was, from this angle, it seemed like it was catchable.
Rex, the intended receiver, but just could not handle.
No. He's going to be in a world of trouble, Tony, if he's going to wait that long to throw it. I mean, at this point in the game, you got to go 1, 2, 3, throw it as soon as you clear.
Roseboro gave it a shot, played well, but then may have re-injured that shoulder. We saw him getting up and walking off the field on that last interception. Here's Entris again. This one thrown over the middle and another interception. This is 4 on the game, a chance to take it the distance again with blockers in front, but he's going to be caught from behind. Finally corralled just about the 10-yard line.
You would think, we couldn't see the actual timing, but you would think it's not a good look with the players walking off the field and stomping their feet. You kind of want to, these players over here are still trying to make a play. If you saw the early part of that interception, there's a few players that just turned and walked off. That's not a good thing.
Ethan Binder with a pick and the returns. So Tom's River North is up on Rancocas Valley, and right here we've got a game 27-6, Washington Township on top. Jake Weiser is in at quarterback. No, that's not correct. He is in the ball game, but not at quarterback. Trips to the left side.
Should be an inside handoff here. Quarterback run.
Aquino takes it, angling for the right corner of the end zone, but there was a flag down as he crossed the goal line.
See where he is.
See if this stands.
Holding right there. Yeah, that's a legitimate call. That's holding.
Fans not agreeing, but they didn't see the replay.
They don't have replay? Well, we do, so we saw it.
Well, I'm sure there are literally thousands in the stands that are watching this game on their phone. So they may have seen the replay.
You know what? Great point.
Nonetheless, the ball is moved back outside the 10 at the 14-yard line, but touchdown canceled by the penalty. 4:33 remaining. And they're going to get
A bit of movement, looks like.
That's what it is.
Yep.
So they bring the touchdown back, and now movement on that offensive line is going to cost them 5 more. So there have been a number of penalties called against both teams, but I think Washington Township has had their share in this game.
Yeah, but it's the timing, right? They've been critical to drive to tie the game, or is it just here where you're already up and you're just extending it? Both of these teams have some players on there that can do well next year, and I don't like the finish. You're frustrated if you're Atlantic City, but I just don't like the finish of some of those players, especially after that second interception. These guys out here are fine. They're out playing. They're trying to do what they can do.
Beeler again on the carry, Sam. He's had an outstanding game.
I think they're trying to get him one more score.
Came into this game just under 1,000 yards on the season at 987 with 10 touchdowns. But he's got that over the 1,000-yard mark in this game easily.
It's just the way he's running. I'm surprised that he hasn't been over 1,000 yards earlier than this.
Gets the call again, swallowed up after a pickup of a couple. Clock continues moving.
See if they fix this glitch in the matrix.
Clock is continuing to run, and you can see Washington Township just kind of hanging around.
We do have 2 finals, Mainland 42, Seneca 14, and Millville 48, Brick Memorial 7.
Third down. Again, gets the call. Just looked like he kind of lost his footing, fell down on his own.
Well, that's a clear case of the turf monster coming up to pull him down right there. That's what that was. He saw nothing but green and a little bit of blue. He said, oh. And he's shown us so much skill and athleticism all day today. He's going to wish he had that one back. Young man can play.
Colin Beeler has had an outstanding game, as we have mentioned a number of times, and right there just couldn't keep his feet. But these things happen, right, Sam?
I've heard tell things. These things happen.
Pounding up the middle, inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That's going to be turnover on downs. Atlantic City will have the football, but in reality, the Minutemen don't really care about that. They care that that clock is continuing to run. Sam?
And, so Atlantic City didn't do well as they wanted to this game. But, don't forget, they have a division championship game to play on Thanksgiving against one, is in the Holy Spirit.
That's the one.
That's the ones to make sure they can win their division. So there's something to play for. So, yeah, you are disappointed. Things didn't go your way this game. You still have something to play for. You still have some kind of banner you can put in your gym. And you still need to keep your head in the game.
So they'll start out at their own 6-yard line. Of course, this year, both are quality teams. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a rivalry. You throw the records out the window. But Atlantic City, tremendous season. Holy Spirit, obviously, as well. Entris, they'll call up the middle, not much there at all. Jaleel Daniels on the carry. It looks like Coach Wright is sending in some substitutes.
Well, it's a good time as any to bring up the fourth quarter score of Toms River North RV. 42-20 now.
Give off the right side for.
He runs like Brown. Who is that?
That's, I believe, Jaleel Daniels again, a junior at 6'1" and 170. Approaching 1 minute left in this football game. And it looks at this point, I don't want to be fatalistic about it, but it looks at this point like Washington Township will be on the road, I believe. Yes, they will be on the road at Toms River North. Should Toms River North prevail, and they are leading at this point.
Yeah, I think that's a safe bet.
Throw over the middle. This one is complete. Rex makes the reception, running after the catch, and he's tossed out of bounds. We've seen that a lot, and again, we've seen that play 2 or 3 times in this game. They did get penalized one time.
Let's take a look. I don't know if that was the top of the shoulder pads, because anything around the head looks like the head, but it could have been a legal tackle, and it could have been penalized for something after the play. Let me see the arm. Oh, looks like the face mask to me. Yeah, he threw the flag right away. It looks like the face mask.
That was Robinson, I think, on the tackle. Had some words with Rex.
Yeah, that didn't help either. Now, let's not pretend that they're so talented they can choose whether to put their hand on the face mask or the shoulder pad. It was a mistake, but you don't want to pile on.
Timeout on the field with 48.1 seconds left in this one. Of course, the outcome has been decided. 27-6, Washington Township on top. Sprains, strains, and fractures of Washington Township and Cherry Hill. A comprehensive orthopedic surgery practice open 7 days a week. When you have the time, call 856-751-5100. Sprains, strains, and fractures presents the Minutemen and Vikings in this championship football game, and we appreciate their support.
Well, there's another game for both teams. We have the newly, I guess it's a couple years old now, playoffs for the state championship in each group. And for Atlantic City, you have the division championship to play for, so they're going to keep going.
Entris, they give the fumble on a marker.
Now it's by the umpire. Let's see what he saw.
Looks like one of those RPOs, Sam, but the exchange not really what you would want.
The ball dropped straight down from the running back's gut right straight to the ground, so he didn't clamp down on it. The quarterback let go early.
Yeah, when you run all those RPOs and you get penetration from the defense and you're undecided, do I want to give it or keep it? That's what can happen. I'm not saying that's what did happen, but that can happen. You got to make sure there's no penetration, because if you're undecided, do I keep it or give it, the ball can get loose.
Yep. And, how many times did those two specific players practice handing off this week? It's just, things that happen. They should be taking a knee here. There should be no extracurriculars.
Just waiting for the knee to be taken, and it is taken, and celebration time for Washington Township. Came in at 9 up and 2 down. They've had an outstanding season, and they're moving on, knocking off Atlantic City by the final score of 27-6. 7-6 as the clock runs down. They're not going to have to run another play. Right now, going to be lining up for the traditional shaking of the hands after this one. And we're going to be back to wrap it up, and we'll do that right after this.
Passion and persistence. These are the values that drive us all at Ron Jaworski Golf. We strive to deliver outstanding conditions as well as playability for golfers of all ages and abilities. Our championship golf courses offer a variety of challenges, from a link-style walk along the river to an escape into the pines and everything in between. My team at Ron Jaworski Golf is committed to delivering memorable experiences every single day. See all we do at ronjaworskigolf.com.
Shore True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Shore Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open weekdays and Saturdays until 6, Sundays until 4. Help is just around the corner at Shore True Value Hardware, 515 New Road in Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at shorehardware.com.
All right, back here at Washington Township, where the Minutemen prevail, knocking off the Vikings 27-6 to move on to the semifinals in the state in Group 5. And they'll be on the road at Toms River North next week. Here, it was Washington Township just being the better team this evening, Sam. I mean, they ran their offense very well. They got great production from their running back, Colin Beeler. They had that huge 85, 90-yard play in the first half that got them on the board when Atlantic City was more of the big, explosive offense. They got that, and then they got a touchdown right before the half. They led it 14-0. Atlantic City did come back to score one time in the second half, but really it was those turnovers that really cost them. They intercepted, Washington Township did, the Vikings 4 times.
Yes.
And they ran one back for a touchdown, and that just really took them out of being able to get back in this football game. And of course, Roseboro, the quarterback, was playing injured. He gutted it out, but I think if you have to admit that the better team won this evening here at Washington Township.
Yeah, so, Atlantic City came in, went on best to do what he could do. They never recovered from that 97-play drive Washington started the game out with. And then when they got the ball back, a couple drives later, they threw a big, long touchdown pass. So they took Atlantic City out of the game early, not necessarily with just the score, but with just the types of plays they're running. They didn't show anything twice. There was a lot of short passes, a lot of short runs, now running outside, now we're hitting up the gut. Good job of game planning. Atlantic City tried to show signs of life later on, but it was more infighting than there was constructive team building. And I think that they were, with their quarterback, who's such an integral part of their offense and their defense. I don't even know, he may be more important on defense, to be honest with you. Him not being fully healthy and him trying to get it out, kudos to him. But right now, in the end, no matter what you say, Township was the better team, and they deserve this win.
And I think the drive, in my mind anyway, that really hurt Atlantic City. If you remember, the Washington Township got the football back with about 2.5 minutes in the first half.
Yes.
And they just one first down after another first down or another first down. Atlantic City just had nothing to stop them with. They just marched right down the field, and they got a 27-yard touchdown run by Robinson, and that made it 14-0. That one really hurt. If they could have got in 7-0 and getting the football to start the second half, not saying that they would have scored, but that certainly would have put them in a lot better position to come back in this game.
They certainly tried to overcome all those things, but the timing of the penalties, the timing of the drives, the length of the drives, and just the big plays in between did Atlantic City in. But they have something to play for next week, so they need to pull themselves together, get ready to play, and be the team they can be.
Tonight's NJSIAA Group 5 Central Championship game was produced by Prime Events in association with SJ Sports Talk and the Jersey Shore Sports Network. The producers were Bill Shawcross, Dean Lukowski, and Tom Williams, and we thank Kevin Murphy for his hospitality and dedication to making sure this game featuring the Minutemen and Vikings was available live, and we certainly also want to thank Sprains, Strains, and Fractures of Washington Township and Cherry Hill for participating in this football game. We really appreciate it. So once again, the final score from Washington Township, the Minutemen knocking off the Vikings 27-6. For my broadcast partner, Sam Jenkins, this is Tony Blum for the final time. So long for now.